So the next speaker is Professor Ulrich Rohde. We're going to have him here on the screen in a few minutes, but before that I would like to celebrate, well, actually in the whole slot, I would like to celebrate together with you. So you already see that there is going to be a little surprise for all of you. Dear video team, can you please put the slides on the screen? Okay, so I would like to celebrate 10 years of Software-Defined Radio Academy with you and recapitulate a little where we started. So Michael and I, we attended FurStreaming in Brussels 2014, and there was the radio section and there were two talks. We had a talk each, and we tried to investigate how many amateur radio operators, how many hams there were at this section. And we found out that about 70% held an amateur radio call sign. And at that time, there still were two different disjunct communities. There was the amateur radio community and the GNU radio community. But in the GNU radio community, there was kind of a habit that you didn't use your amateur radio call sign, even if you had one. So we thought, okay, let's create a common platform where we could lead these communities together. So we started in 2014 with videos, with talks, and we recorded everything at that time with my little Canon camera, which was just a kind of a home camera with a very limited quality, and we had very, very bad audio because we had no galvanic separation, and it was only one channel that was really audible and the other one was distorted. So very problematic. We didn't have a camera operator. It was just a static recording, nobody standing behind it and moving around, and you know. And we had a massive, massive gain of quality through our video team around Sebastian. And I would like to thank those guys. They are absolutely tremendous, and they brought this whole format to a new level. Thank you very, very, very much. It was such a pleasure working with you through all these years, and it's still fantastic and fantastic every year. Thanks so much. So let me share some insights on the channel. We have 4,850 subscriptions. That is not the amount of viewers who are clicking on the videos. That is the amount of viewers who really subscribed to the channel. People who are really interested in what we bring out. We have 150 videos plus 14 today. We've collected 253,000 views. 253,000 times our videos have been clicked on and have been viewed, which has had the result of altogether 27,000 hours of people training, learning new things, having new insights, getting better, understanding stuff about software-defined radio in amateur radio. The most successful video is also very interesting. That's what statistics is good for. So Stefan Scholl, DC9 ST on transmitter localization with time difference of arrival with 11,000 views. And the countries, regarding the countries where our viewers are, is the USA with 13%, Germany 12%, and then the other countries. And the main age group, I mean, look around, is 35 to 44 years. That's the main age group. Of course, the other age groups are also represented, but that's the highest portion. We've had cooperations with the European GNU Radio Days. That's a conference that started in Besançon and in Poitiers at the universities. We had a joint format during the Corona time, And the GNU Radio Days is a rather academic conference, which is more located at universities. And today, or this year, it's going to be at the University of Darmstadt. Yeah, so we'll come to the Ulrich Rohde Award. And that's also a very interesting and a development which I'm very proud of, because this is the step where communities become mature, when achievements are honored and recognized as what they are, and that we say thank you to particularly interesting and influential developments and projects. So the award has been created by Ulrich Rohde, November 1, Uniform Lima, and in the year 2022 as one single award. And 2023 it was extended as multiple awards, and it is a recognition for innovative research and for major enhancements in the field of software-defined radio. And it's for papers, talks, and research projects. In 2024, the board decided to give the award to two large projects and two small teams and individual projects. And now let's come to the winners. You want to come to the stage, Michael? Please. Let's do that together. Das machen wir später. Okay. First of all, we decided to give one award to the GNU Radio project. Every one of you knows the GNU Radio project. The maintainer is Josh Morman, who will present later this day. The president is Derek Kozel. Derek was a presenter here. The initial release goes back to, oh no, that's a mistake. 2001, it's not 2021, it's 2001, so the project is 23 years old. It's a very mature project. It's the Swiss Army knife in SDR, and it's very often the first step of people into this field. The project has an excellent documentation. There are many, many tutorials, many hands-on examples. It was also my way into the field, and it has a great and very responsive community, of which we have had many speakers here on this stage already. The second laureate is the AJW team. For the English speakers around here, it's the Ausbildung, Jugend and Weiterbildung. That's the team in the German Amateur Radio Club that takes care of education. And the representative of this team is Matthias Jung. He was here today. He gave us an insight of his work to us, and we found that his work deserves our recognition, particularly because he brought SDR into the tests, the exams, right? We have exam questions on SDR, and for that reason, this is a role model and an example for all the other authorities all around the world how this can be done.
Nothing to add.
And it's not just about that. He and his team, they also created modern online education resources. They created books and standardized presentations. So I'm also a trainer at Munich, so we are going to use those standardized presentations. So we have an education standard, a modern education standard all around Germany. And it is a good example how it can be done. And I pretty much guess it will be done by other countries just the same way, or in a similar way at least. Rob Robinett and Paul Elliott. But you can say something.
Rob, I think we must inform him you are one of the laureates. He is mostly I've learned that we have a problem for people who have some damping in the ears. And therefore we will enhance in the future our on-site audience system that they can directly log into. At the moment, Rob listens to the YouTube video, and the YouTube video has a time latency of maybe 5 seconds or so. So sometimes he is 5 seconds behind us. And therefore I learned that we have to improve our audience system. Well, but the reason why we selected the team of Rob Robinett and Paul Elliott is that with their research done in this project, they have brought a new system of amateur radio observation of the ionosphere. Everything what we do on shortwave is dependent on the ionosphere. And therefore it's a nice job that they fulfilled a new system to observation and the impact on other fields of science is one of the main steps which they invited to the community. Thank you very much, Paul and Rob. So the next, I hand over to you.
Okay, thank you. So the fourth winners is the team of Christoph von Wöhlen and Lawrence Barker because of their fundamental work on the transmitter side. So we've seen that the transmitter side has a very, very strong impact on anything we do, on everything. And it has also been a focus also of Professor Rohde. He always mentioned that we need to have a look at the signal quality. The signal quality is very, very important also. Not just the receiving quality, which many people have done research on, but the transmitting side also deserves strong attention. And this is what these two researchers have done. So here is our sponsor, the creator, or the person who has given us so many ideas and who has also sponsored us and who has made this format possible by supporting us all over those 10 past years. And before handing over the virtual microphone to Professor Rohde, I would like to say thank you very, very much for supporting us, for making this possible, and for helping us with so many ideas and sending us notes. Yeah, can you do this? What about that? Have you thought about that? And so on. So thank you very, very much, Professor Rohde. And dear video team, can you please invite him here on stage before short note. After his speech, we queue up over there at this table. Please then, after the speech, everybody take a glass of sect or orange juice, line up here around the stage, and then we make a photo and do a toast. And okay. Dear video team.
Good morning. Am I alive and everybody reads me?
Yes. Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, it's my turn to congratulate the Radio Academy and the winners who just got their awards. There's so many capability you can do with software-defined radios. If I remember back in the 1982 area when I was in charge of the radio communication division of RCA in Camden, the Department of Defense kind of sponsored the very first radio of its kind. I think the name was not coined because there was a certain secrecy. And I've sent 3 pictures that you guys can look at. One is a small radio and then some other pieces on top of each other. And I'm, of course, very happy that this took off so much. Those who are interested in academic activities, here's a textbook. I hope it doesn't reflect too much here, which is a 2-volume book from Springer, where you can read all the things. And of course, I'm really happy that these radios have developed. It's a big hassle, what's better or not. If permitted, I still believe the very best constellation is a filter in the input, a high dynamic selector, mixer, amplifier, IF stage, and after the IF do the software-defined radio. The laws of physics are such that the mixer has a 3 dB per dB intercept point performance. The analog digital converter is more capricious and less controllable. Military radios, which follow this principle. And if you think you can now go up to 100 gigahertz or so, there's no way you can sample this. My highly recommendation is, regardless what the advertising tells you, it's always safe to have a pre-selector, then AGC system, not only in the IF, but in the RF also. And then after the first IF, do your DSP, and then in good shape. You can, in the meantime, state-of-the-art IF bandwidth is 1 gigahertz. So if you want to get a feel for how much is possible. I guess that's all I can tell you from the States. We are pretty crazy here with 2 candidates. Those who's going to win, I think Germany also has its choices. And with this, I wish you a good exhibition, and hopefully next year I can contribute something. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very, very much. Yeah, it was a very interesting idea to well, I mean, the first device was actually a secret device, and it was created in stealth and secrecy. And video team, do you have? Can you show the pictures again? Or can you do that? So the lower device, which actually
the top
looks,
small box.
Sorry, say again?
Top small box. That's it. It's repackaged. It's not so obvious.
Okay. So it looks like a very classical device, but it had very, very innovative components.
It's a history of our company. The EK07 is the lowest, then the EK56, the 896, that was the last semiconductor we made as a standalone. And I called this SDR radio 007, what a special name. Nobody knows who 007 is. And this actually, this first device was a transceiver with 100 milliwatt output. It was a real transceiver. Frequency hopping, everything. If you can zoom on the keys, then you can see all the capabilities. But 40 years later, it's defective. Some of the electrolytic capacitors fell out. I tried to use it, failed. That display works, but it's not presentable. But it gives you a feel. This was the very first fully functional software-defined radio, not called by the name at the time.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much, Professor Rohde, for the good explanation for these systems. I see some fellows here. Do you have any question to Professor Rohde in the system of, or for the system, which we can answer now? There's no questions at the moment.
Questions?
Thank you.
Well, okay, so then I would suggest we use the time and celebrate together. So please queue up all around the curve over there, pick a glass and come to the stage. We should have enough champagne or sect for every one of you. And there is also orange juice. Pass mal drauf. Everyone in the picture. Nice. Okay, got it. Thank you. Super. Okay. Dankeschön. Thank you. Thanks everybody. Fantastic.